So in my seemingly never-ending quest to give Harbor Freight more and more of my money, I picked up some more stuff. This is basically from over the past week, but I picked up this ratcheting cargo bar, which is replacing all this wood that I had in the back. And you guys will see the video on this. I just shot it, but need to edit it. And it seems to be working out pretty good for the back. I mean, it's a pretty simple tool. So I picked up one of those, got that for 15 bucks with the coupon. There's the warranty for it. I also picked up some more stuff, small things. The wheel on my bench grinder needs to be changed out. So I picked up some new wheels, which is actually in here, I think. I picked up a new 5-inch wheel for it, which I'm pretty sure I guessed the right size. Looks like I did. That one might be a little bit bigger, like a 5.5 maybe, but it was $5, so can't really go wrong with that. But I'll be changing that out at some point today. I also picked up for the shop some portable grinder brush wheels. These are really handy to have, especially if you're trying to get rust off stuff. And 10 bucks I think I paid for this kit. I think it was well worth the price. I also picked up for the toolbox some more hooks, because I've pretty much used up all the ones that I put on here. Some funnels back here, smaller things. So those are always nice to have. I think I paid $2 something for those. And then with the free coupon, I picked up actually 2 of these, the blue one and this one. This one's going to stay in the Ranger. It's got 3 different settings on it, but I'll keep that in the truck. And I also picked up, for one of my next videos, I guess you could say, is a new hitch ball. And that's because, unfortunately, Harbor Freight didn't sell these, and I was only able to find them online. But instead of having to rig up, something completely custom for this thing to accept, a normal trailer like my little gardening one over there, they actually sell a kit. It's universal, and it'll look like it'll work on this one fine, where it just latches onto the end here, and then there's 2 arms that come up to these holes basically, or you have to drill new ones. It's not a huge deal. And then the hitch receiver comes up like that and like this. So that's what I bought this ball for. Just throw it on top like that, and then I can use my lawn tractor to move my little trailer around, which is, this thing's great and all, but that other one can hold so much more stuff. The better part is it retains that little lip down there with the new one. So you guys will see an installation video on that, provided everything's worked out all right with it. And yeah, it should be good to go. The voltmeter's still working. And then only a couple more things that I've picked up, some bigger things. Haven't gotten around to using them yet, but this engine block right here, I picked up something for it. To the tune of 40 bucks, I picked up an engine stand for it with a coupon, got it for 40 bucks. So that'll make it a little bit easier to work on, and it's actually a pretty decent stand, so I might have other uses for it as well. And then one of you guys suggested that I change the tire on the lawnmower. That is one of the things I'm going to end up doing at some point. And I ended up buying this one with a coupon as well, 20% off. So that is going to be something that's going to happen. I just don't know when yet. But I'm either going to put an inner tube in it or just change the tire out. I've not really decided yet, but the back ones do need to be changed as well, as they're leaking, and I pretty much have them redneck to hold air as they will. But that is going to be another video at some point. But you guys can see I've got a lot of stuff that I've got going on, and in between trying to clean up this place, which is a little bit of a nick's been taken out of the hoard here, but it's still pretty fucked. There's still a lot of shit here, a lot of stuff I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with or get rid of. And I've made really good headway organizing that bench. It doesn't look like it right now because I've got all this stuff on it, but I've organized pretty much all my tools. Still need to go through the hardware and clean up the bench yet again. And you guys will see an update on this toolbox. Maybe even today I'll get that video done. So that's kind of where all that is right now. And as far as this little quad goes, you guys saw the video that was uploaded. I ended up buying a new switch for it for $5. Might have been $7, I don't remember. Anyways, $2 difference if anything. So the new switch is installed. I had to wire it in because this is the connector from the new one. The one from the old one was basically the same style, but it was just bigger. So I just wired in the new ones, and or the new one. And you guys can see, kind of can't, but I did go through and actually solder them together. I did not use splices of any kind. And then I put heat shrink over the wires to protect them. So hopefully that's going to work out pretty well. And I just noticed something, and it's a good thing I bought the more parts for it. But this spark plug boot has seen better days. And the good thing about these is that they are so simple. You can get all the parts you need for them for damn near dirt cheap. I mean, I can't believe how cheap a lot of this stuff is. I really can't. But this is a new coil, new rectifier. I think it's a new CDI in here too. Yeah, here you go. Ignition coil, CDI, and rectifier. And this is for a Chinese quad specifically. So eventually I'll get on that. But I've got a whole lot of videos for you guys in the making here. I've not really done much with the lawnmowers because they are not selling right now. That's going to be the next one I go after, and then probably these two as well. That one's going to be fun. It'll make for a decent video, but I do have all the parts. I should have all the parts to get that one going, but they're just not selling right now all that well. And, you know, case in point, that one right there, I took it off, but I had it on Craigslist for about a month. Nobody was interested. And I dropped the price all the way down to like $50 and still nobody wanted it. So they're not really selling right now. I've seen a lot of the same ones that are still sitting up there, and you know, it's going to be something that happens, I guess, this season. Even though there's a bunch of grass out here, I guess nobody's really in the mood to buy lawnmowers just yet. Really kind of a 180 from the past 2 years, but that's the way the market goes sometimes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick vid. Got more stuff on the way, more tool reviews, more lawnmowers, a whole bunch of things. And hopefully you guys are gonna have a lot of videos out of this. Stay tuned for more. You all stay classy.